Hi everyone, it's Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques Restoration. In this video, I'm going to be doing a review. Yes, I'm doing a review on a new paint. I told you guys I'm going to be your guinea pig. I'll try new things and new methods and new techniques, and I'll give you guys the 411 on it. So this paint that I'm going to be doing a review on is called Wise Owl paint. Have any of you guys used this paint? Now I know it's been around for a couple of years. Yes, I'm slow on the new paint bandwagon, but I finally went and got myself some Wise Owl chalk synthesis paint. That's the full name of it. Okay, so what's great about this paint, it's got really good reviews online. It is a non-toxic paint. It has no harsh chemicals or solvents. I'm going to read the label here. It says Wise Owl Chalk Synthesis Paint has 0 VOCs and is non-toxic. Their high quality mineral paint has amazing coverage and superior adhesion to most surfaces. Okay, so for what I've read online, that it's got great coverage, maybe 1 to 2 coats and you're done, and that you have minimal prep. Me personally, on all my restoration projects, I kind of go overboard with my prep. Did you guys hear Biscuit? He's sneezing in the background, my little dog. He's always sneezing. So usually with my restoration projects, I do prep a lot. I do sand, I do take, I mentioned this in another video, I take this product to all my pieces, crud cutter, I clean my pieces. So I'm one of these people, I just don't slap paint on my restoration projects, even though a paint company may say you don't have to prep. I personally prep, okay? So today I'm going to be painting with the Wise Owl. The color is called Gray Linen, and I already did a swatch. I hope you can see it there. And so already what I'm impressed with is that this matches, the Gray Linen matches up what's on their color chart. Sometimes with paint companies, their color charts don't really match up, and you get the paint and you're like, what color is that? So this is the Wise Owl colors that they have available in their paint. They also came out with a new line of paint. It's the 1 hour enamel. I guess it's great for kitchen cabinets and things of really high traffic pieces. Obviously, I haven't tried that. I've seen very good reviews on that. The 1 hour enamel, I believe, is a little more expensive than their chalk paint. So I'm gonna be giving my full review from price to coverage to consistency. I'm just gonna be completely honest. Nobody is telling me to say something good about this paint company. Nobody's telling me to say anything bad. I'm giving a 110% honest review of this paint. So we're gonna get started on an antique hope chest that I am restoring right now. So I've already sanded and stained the top. You can see that it's nicely stained, beautiful. I've already prepped the piece. Like I said, I did sand off the finish on this antique chest. It did have some nasty old finish. I want a smooth surface to work with. That's what I did. So I already have it taped off as well on the top. I'm gonna reposition my camera and we're gonna get started with painting. Okay, you guys, let's go. Okay, you guys, let's get started painting this hope chest. Like I said, I ordered, this size right here is a pint. Okay, they have, I believe, sample sizes, a pint, and then they have a quart. Okay, so I was told a pint, which is 16 full ounces, covers about 80 square feet. A quart, I think, covers 160. I will check my numbers again, but that kind of gives you an idea of the coverage. All right, I've already mixed it beforehand. I have my Klingon brush. This is the flat F40. So I recommend get yourself some Klingon brushes. They're amazing and make a world of difference, okay? All right, you guys, let's do it. I like this color. This is called Gray Linen. They have some just beautiful colors. Don't mind me, I'm gonna be moving around. It's kind of how I paint. I don't really sit and paint. I'm always going at it at different angles. So far, it's smooth to apply. Very nice coverage. Again, with any new product, you know, it takes some getting used to. Very smooth application. I missed a spot there. Very nice. Very nice. So far, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. So for a pint, while I'm working here, I'll talk a little bit. A pint is, how much was this? This was like $23, and I think a quart runs $32. So, you know, I guess it would be considered mid-range to higher range. Certainly, this is certainly not the most expensive chalk paint line out there, but sometimes, you know, you get what you pay for, so that'll be part of my review. You know, is the cost worth, you know, the coverage that you get, the color, the overall look on your piece? I mean, I'll definitely be putting on 2 coats. But I can see right now, amazing coverage. Goes on nice and smooth. I told you guys, I move around a lot. Over here, I had some really bad peeling veneer, and so I had to really repair it. So I'm hoping this paint will help cover that. I don't know, are you guys seeing me here? Right over here, I had some really bad veneer that was missing a pretty big chunk, so I had to put some new pieces of veneer, cut it with an X-Acto knife, and glue it on there and clamp. So what I'm hoping with this Wise Owl paint, you won't even notice that that was a trouble area. I really, really like this color. Gray linen, I'm going to say it's like a medium shade gray. It's something glunk up right there. Don't know what that was, but all right. This is definitely thicker paint than what I'm used to. I'm used to being able to kind of work with my paint a little more. I might need to spray my brush here with a little water. I'm gonna do that. Never mind me. I'm gonna spray my brush with a little bit of water. Much better, much better. I found that the paint was like somewhat drying on my brush and it was getting caught while I was painting, so I sprayed my brush and now it's much easier to work with. I'm getting amazing coverage. Sorry that I'm not talking a lot. I'm just trying to concentrate. It's hard when you're trying to paint and talk and create at the same time. So if you guys have used Wise Owl Chalk Synthesis paint, I would love to hear from you. What colors do you like best? I know they have a really pretty like turquoise. Well, no, it's a dark. It's called Abyss. I like that color. I want to try that color. Seriously, I'm barely seeing the surface beneath it. Usually with other paints that I've used, I still see the original wood coming through, and with this paint, I'm not seeing it. So that'll tell you right there, amazing coverage. This is such a pretty gray. I really like it. It's called Gray Linen. Now, I've used a few other Wise Owl products. I've used their furniture salve. If you haven't tried that, try that stuff. It's amazing. I've done another YouTube video on the furniture salve. I will post the link underneath this video so you guys can see what the heck I'm talking about. And then I've also used their dark wax. Also another amazing product, and I just did a recent YouTube video on their dark wax, so go check that out as well. All right, you guys, so here is my first application of the Gray Linen Wise Owl paint. I'm liking it, I really am. All right, I'm gonna do the front legs here. This leg was badly broken when this piece came in. I didn't even think maybe I could salvage that leg, but I was able to with some epoxy and clamping. And then I found out 2 other of the legs were broken as well, but not as bad as this one up here. So I'm gonna paint that as well. Get this leg painted. So my advice with this paint, keep your brush somewhat wet. That'll help. Because the paint does dry fast, which is a good thing. I'm just not used to that, so that's why I had a little bit of a learning curve right there. And never mind me, and I wonder how I get vertigo. It's because of this. I'm always tipping my head at these weird angles to get pieces painted. All right, you guys, I'm gonna keep going at this. I'm not gonna bore you anymore with you watching me paint. So I will be back once I'm done with the whole base of this hope chest, and I will tell you what I'm gonna give this paint out of 5 stars. How do I feel about it? Okay? See you guys in a minute. Okay, you guys, I just finished my first coat of the Wise Owl chalk paint, and it took me a total amount of time, a half hour, to paint the entire base of this hope chest, including the back of the hope chest as well. I got great coverage, as you can see. Obviously, I'm gonna need a second coat, but for a first coat, it covered very nicely. So I just wanted to give you a close-up shot of that's my first coat. Okay, you guys, I am done painting my first coat ever with the Wise Owl Chalk Synthesis paint, and I'm gonna give it, out of 5 stars, I'm gonna give it a 4.8. And the reason why I gave it a 4.8 instead of a 5, the only thing that I had to quickly learn while using this paint is that I had to keep my brush a little wet at times, because this paint's new for me and I'm used to dealing with latex paint, which has a longer dry time, and this one was drying pretty quickly, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. You're gonna get your projects done faster, you're gonna be more efficient. But for me, for a first-time user, you'll see on the videos, there were 2 times where the paint kind of dried and it got like I had to flake off like a glob of it, and that's probably due to my error just as a new user of this paint. So I would say if you're going to use this for the first time and you never have used it before, keep a spray bottle nearby. I ordered one of these off Amazon. It's like a continuous sprayer. My dog's not below me so I can do this, but it has a nice mist to it. It's actually hairdressers use it, but I found this to be very useful to have nearby to spray water on my Klingon brush when I found that my brush was getting a little bit dry with the paint, and then I didn't have any more issues. So that's the reason why I'm giving it a 4.8 instead of a 5. Like I mentioned earlier, I love the coverage. I got great coverage with the first coat. Normally with my latex homemade chalk paint, my coverage is very thin, and I'm probably applying 3 to 4 coats of my homemade latex chalk paint. This, I can see using this, I would probably need 2 or 3 coats, 3 coats at the very most, to get the coverage that I want on a piece. So even though this product is, I don't want to say expensive, it's just it costs more than latex paint. So latex paint for a quart, you're looking at 15 bucks. A Wise Owl paint quart, I think, runs 38. So it is more expensive, but if you can be using less product and you can work faster, thus producing more refinished furniture, sometimes it's better to invest in the more expensive product if your output is going to be more. So you kind of just have to do a cost analysis. If you're just doing a piece for yourself, I say splurge, get it, do it. It's an easy paint to work with. If you're a first time refinishing furniture, just remember to have a spray bottle nearby in case you find that your brush gets a little dry. If you're running a business, I would say do a total cost analysis of what you would be looking at with buying this paint as opposed to making your own. I'm going to I have to, like, after I get this video done, I have to do a cost analysis because I'm like, let's see here. If I'm using less paint and I can work faster and I can flip more pieces of furniture, So I have to do that once I'm done with this video. So again, you guys, on the Wise Owl Synthesis chalk paint, I'm gonna give it 4.8 stars. I really, really love it, and I can't wait to finish this piece. It's looking gorgeous already with just one coat of paint. So you guys, go check them out. Awesome product. I'm very thrilled that I finally just took the plunge and tried it. I will see you guys again soon. Please, if you haven't liked and subscribed to my channel, please do so. It's in the lower right-hand corner. And this is Bethany from Madeline Jean Antiques and Restoration. We will see you guys soon.